Good morning, everyone. This is James Nussbaumer, and I want to start today with lesson number 109 of the Course in Miracles workbook for students. It's about 6:30. Uh, I'm in Dunedin, Florida at this time, and it's just the day before Halloween. And the sun is getting ready in a little, probably about an hour to 45 minutes to an hour to come up. And I always like to start my days, no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, with a lesson from A Course in Miracles. Lesson 109 helps, I believe, people. Well, it helps me when I'm in a certain type of anxiousness going on in my life, and I feel I need to just calm down just a little bit and reset myself. Nothing major, just a little bit, maybe getting a little too much in the last couple of days on the anxious end about some things. So lesson 109 is titled, I Rest in God. We ask for rest today in quietness, unshaken by the world's appearances. We ask for peace and stillness in the midst of all the turmoil born of clashing dreams. We ask for safety and for happiness, although we seem to look on danger and on sorrow. And we have the thought that we'll answer our asking, with what we request. I rest in God. Sip of coffee. This thought will bring to you the rest and quiet, peace and stillness, and the safety and the happiness you seek. I rest in God. This thought has power to wake the sleeping truth in you, whose vision sees beyond appearances to that same truth in everyone and everything there is. Here is the end of suffering for all the world, and everyone who ever came, and yet will come to linger for a while. Here is the thought in which the Son of God is born again to recognize himself. I rest in God. Completely undismayed, the thought will carry you through storms and strife, past misery and pain, past loss and death, and onward to the certainty of God. There is no suffering it cannot heal. There is no problem that it cannot solve, and no appearance but will turn to truth before the eyes of you who rest in God. This is the day of peace. You rest in God, and while the world is torn by winds of hate, your rest remains completely undisturbed. Yours is the rest of truth. Another sip of coffee. Appearances cannot intrude on you today. You call to all to join you in your rest, and they will hear and come to you because you rest in God. They will not hear another voice than yours because you gave your voice to God, and now you rest in him and let him speak through you. In him you have no cares and no concerns, no burdens, no anxiety, no pain, no fear of future, and no past regrets. In timelessness you rest, while time goes by without its touch upon you. For your rest can never change in any way at all. You rest today, and as you close your eyes, sink into stillness. Let these periods help you rest today. And let these periods of rest and respite reassure your mind that all its frantic fantasies were but the dreams of fever that have passed away. Let it be still and thankfully accept its healing. No more fearful dreams will come now, and that you rest in God. Take time today to slip from dreams and into peace. Each hour that you take your rest today, a tired mind is suddenly made glad. A bird with broken wings begins to sing. A stream long dry begins to flow again. The world is born again each time you rest, and hourly remember that you came to bring the peace of God into the world, that it might take its rest along with you. Each 5 minutes that you rest today, the world is nearer waking. And the time when you rest will be the only thing there is that comes closer to all worn and tired minds, to weary now to go their way alone. And they will hear the bird begin to sing and see the stream begin to flow again, with hope reborn and energy restored to walk with lightened steps along the road that suddenly seems easy as they go. You rest within the peace of God today and call upon your brothers from your rest to draw them to their rest along with you. You will be faithful to your trust today, forgetting no one, bringing everyone into the boundless circle of your peace, the holy sanctuary where you rest. Open the temple doors and let them come from across the world and near as well. Your distant brothers and your closest friends, bid them all enter here and rest with you. You rest within the peace of God today, quiet and unafraid. Each brother comes to take his rest and offer it to you. We rest together here, for thus our rest is made complete. And what we give today we have received already. Time is not the guardian of what we give today. We give to those unborn and those passed by, to every thought of God, and to the mind in which these thoughts were born and where they rest. And we remind them of their resting place each time we tell ourselves, I rest in God. That's the end of the lesson, everyone. And I will add that I like to use this lesson uh, oftentimes early in the morning, like it is right now, but also at times before going to bed at night. And on those restless nights where, say I would wake up at 2 in the morning and wrestling with some thoughts and can't get back to sleep, I'll go in and just take a quick read of this lesson, and then I'll lay in bed in a meditation mode with some deep breathing type meditation techniques, and I'll just repeat the word in an inward breath, I rest, and then in an outward breath, in God. Inward breath, I rest. Outward breath, in God. And get emotion going. I rest in God. I rest in God. And within about 5 to 10 minutes, it seems as though that I'm just kind of falling back to sleep. That really helps me there. I hope you enjoyed this morning, and join me, look for on my YouTube channel here, look for other lessons that you may be interested in. They'll always be posted by the number. For example, this in the description box will be titled Lesson Number 109. As well will all my other lessons be titled by their number. Thank you for listening to me today, and I wish the best for you. God bless.